Hey there, and welcome to another episode of Flatbread Friday. Today we're going to have a Mediterranean vegetable pizza, a creamy Mediterranean vegetable pizza. What I'm going to make for a base, I'm going to put this spinach and some red onion and some garlic and some cream cheese and some Parmesan cheese, and we're going to make a creamy base for our pizza. And then we're going to top it with some roasted red peppers and some artichoke hearts that are roughly chopped, and I think that's it. Oh, some cheese. And then we're gonna cook it, and it's gonna be delicious, so let's go. We're gonna start by heating up a skillet, or a saucepan you can use, but I like a skillet because there's more space to work. And we're gonna pour in some nice olive oil. And when that gets shimmery, we're going to add the rest of the ingredients. Okay, looking good. It's time for us to add our onion. Don't think I'm going to use all of this onion. Saute that into the oil, incorporate that into the oil. I'm mumbling. And we're going to season it very nicely with, of course, salt. And pepper. A little dry basil. A little dried oregano. A pinch of red pepper flake. In she goes. You can use a big pinch if you want. And in just a minute, when this becomes softened, we're going to throw in some garlic and then finish it up. Okay, it's definitely garlic time. I'm going to use all of this. I just bought some new. I haven't chopped it up yet, so we're going to use all that garlic. And we're going to cook that down for about a minute till it gets fragrant. Beautiful and fragrant and delicious. Now we're going to simmer some half and half with these vegetables. I reduced the heat to medium. Well, it was always on medium. And let that simmer down a bit. Simmer down. And thicken up. And we'll be right back. Okay, we've simmered down nicely. And reduced just a little bit. I don't want to reduce it too much. But now I'm going to turn off the heat. If you have a gas stove, you might want to leave the heat on for all of this process. And we have about 4 ounces of cream cheese going in, and a handful of Parmesan and Romano, or just Parmesan, or just Romano, or Asiago, or whatever you want to use. And when this gets all completely melted, we're going to add in our spinach. And it's going to be a creamy, spinachy base for our pizza. Back, I have half a bag of baby spinach chopped in the food processor, and that's going to wilt in with this to create our spinachy sauce. Oh man, that's going to be so good. Okay, here we have my favorite pizza crust, this one. And the oven is preheating to 425 degrees. I've laid out the crust on a baking sheet lined with parchment, and I'm going to crimp up these edges to make a stand-up crust. Use your thumb and your forefinger and just pinch around. I'm going to go around the whole thing. Okay, crust is crimped, and we have our creamy spinach mixture that we're going to put on this pizza. You know, any of the ingredients that are left from this pizza, and I think I will have some, I have some tortellini in my freezer, and I'm gonna toss it up with that. And I might even make some garlic bread. I have a nice loaf of French bread from my favorite bakery. And we're gonna just spread this around. The sauce is spread evenly all over the pizza, and it looks beautiful. And the first thing we're gonna put on is, these are quartered artichoke hearts that I've roughly chopped. We're going to just distribute them all around. Okay, artichokes will be followed by roasted red peppers and Kalamata olives. Okay. Kelly would love this bowl of olive brine. And now we're going to sprinkle the whole thing with mozzarella cheese. And it's going to go in the oven at 425 for about 20 minutes until the crust is brown and the cheese is melted and the vegetables are all incorporated. And I missed a spot right there. Good to go. Here it is, our creamy spinach, artichoke, and other Mediterranean vegetable pizza. And it's fresh out of the oven and it's bubbly and it's beautifully browned. And we're going to cut it and serve it. Look at me, I went and started cutting it without you. So we have a few more cuts to make, so we'll do that now. When I say creamy, I meant creamy. This is crazy good. Get back up there, you. I want to show you this up close, and you can see the creaminess underneath and the beautiful vegetables. I should have put this cheese on first because you would have been able to see the vegetables better. Okay, so I don't know if you remember, I bought a basil plant a while back so to use for fresh basil, and it is starting to thrive. So I cut a little top off and garnished our creamy Mediterranean style pizza, and there it is, and there it is, and there it is. And I hope you make it, and I hope you love it. And thank you for joining me for another edition of Flatbread Friday. I have so much fun on these Fridays because pizza is my absolute favorite food, and we're going to keep going and we're going to do more fun stuff, and we'll see you next week.